Hello. I won't insult your intelligence by telling you where I am. Just in case I need to, I'm deep underground, in the British National Radio Sound Archive, where I've spent many a long hour unearthing forgotten nuggets. The discovery of today's forgotten nugget came as quite a surprise to me, I can tell you. It has long been known that several episodes of Dr. Clarke's Country Diary of a Country Doctor were made, but as they were all broadcast live, each episode was merely taped over the following week. In fact, eventually they began to realise that as they were broadcast live, there was no need to even tape them at all, and so the episodes were thought to be lost. But some that made it onto tape did survive, as we know. For ease of reference, I have labelled these on my channel as episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are, however, several episodes in between episodes 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, 4 and 5, which are lost. Episode 1 is definitely the first episode, and episode 5, as I've called it, is most definitely the last ever episode. Quite a quandary for me, then, when I discovered this episode. According to the paperwork, it was never actually made. The cost was too prohibitive, as it involved extensive location work, as you will realise when hearing the episode. I've waffled on enough, so without further ado, here is the episode which, again for ease of reference, and because I know it comes somewhere between episode 4 and episode 5, as I've labelled them, is what I'm calling episode 4B. You may have your own name for it. So, without any more further ado, here is that missing episode. Missing no longer.
May, where are you?
I'm in here, dear, getting dinner ready.
Never mind dinner. I'm ill, May. Ill. Me, a doctor. Ill.
Oh, you better sit down.
Oh,
What's wrong?
no chair.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, I'm dying. My head is on fire, my eyes are red and inflamed, and look at this. Oh, it's bright red. The rash goes over my whole body, May. It takes no quarter. I'm done for.
What can it be?
How the hell should I know?
You need to see a doctor.
How can I? Think of the embarrassment.
Only if they know you're a doctor. We'll use the old dressing-up box from when the children were young and wanted to hide from you. We'll pick a name out of a telephone directory. I think I'll call myself Dolores. I always wanted to be a Dolores.
You're not enjoying this, I hope.
Oh, no, of course not.
Well, hurry up. Sick patients don't know anything about being ill. It's far, far, far worse to be a sick doctor.
Call for Dr. Clarke.
Patient to see you, Dr. Clarke.
Dr. Clarke's practice. How may I help you?
We present Dr. Clarke's Country Diary of a Country Doctor.
Go straight in. The doctor will see you now.
Well, that'll have to come off.
Additional episode. Settling at sea. Just what the doctor ordered. A lovely sea cruise.
Charlatan.
He said you need a long rest, and he's right. He said treat it as a second honeymoon.
We didn't need a first one. Oh, we didn't have time.
Even the wedding was rushed.
Nothing wrong with the hospital chapel. And the padre was a friend of mine. Fit us in quick.
I still don't understand the rush.
Oh, it's best for a young up-and-coming doctor to be able to say he's a married man. And I had that interview the next day with Professor Mountby.
Oh, the one who jumped out of the window?
Yes, that's the one. There was no time to waste.
Well, we've time now. The doctor said relax. So relax.
Calls himself a doctor. I'd like to see him lance a boil with his eyes shut and only one of your knitting needles.
That was a Christmas I'll never forget.
Nor will Mrs. Smedley. If she hadn't coughed, I'd have won that bet.
It's the man behind her I felt sorry for.
Why did you tell that so-called doctor that I'm a haberdasher?
You were incognito. It was the first thing that came into my head.
You might have chosen one of the professions. Do I look like a man who hawks needles and pins and bits of cloth?
You never know when you might need a piece of thread. That man behind Mrs. Smedley, he was glad of a safety pin in a hurry.
Yes, well, we're here now. The brochure says they do sport. May as well get some golf in.
No golf.
No golf? It says full range of sports in the brochure.
There is, but not golf. There's a tennis court.
Tennis! Tennis is for idiots.
I used to like playing tennis. Do you remember that game I had with Tommy Dauncey just before we began stepping out? He didn't turn up the following week. I wonder what happened to him.
Yes, I wonder.
Perhaps I'll buy some shorts at the sea shop on deck 2. Put myself down for a session.
Good grief.
You have to have the right outfit.
I've often fancied the idea of being a ship's doctor.
You're not working, Nick.
Oh, no, of course not. But the thing about ships is, if you can keep a patient going long enough, eventually you'll reach one of those foreign places where they don't tie you up in red tape.
Oh, red tape!
A fiver to the captain, a quick blast on the sailor's hornpipe, and his body into the sea, no questions asked.
Well, don't forget I want you to take things easy.
One can never completely retire from medicine. You're legally culpable until the day you die. Or go to sea. Another gin.
Are you sure, Doctor?
No, I suppose I better not. So you're the ship's doctor, eh? That's right. Then I think you should have a drink. Medicinal, Have it on me. Oh, thank you. I shouldn't really, though, you see. I'm on call. Nonsense! I never let a little thing like that stop me. What line are you in? Well, funnily enough, haberdashery. Really? Why not? For no reason. I didn't think haberdashers were on call. What if you lost a button? Needle and thread nowhere to be found, expected for dinner at the captain's table, no doubt. Who are you going to call? I suppose so. I hear the captain was a sporting man. Loves his tennis. Between you and me, I think it helped me get this job. Tennis, yes. I heard there's a court. Oh, yes, he lives for it. Does he? I'm more of a golfer. Oh, he thinks golf's for idiots. No offence. Where is this court? Top deck. You lose a lot of tennis balls. Captain's got a crate of them. It can be very exhausting.
Nick, there you are.
Oh, moustache, the little woman.
I thought we might take a walk around the deck before dinner.
Did you? Oh, yes, right.
Were you talking to somebody?
Yes.
You're going to introduce me?
No, we were talking sport.
Golf, I suppose.
No, tennis, actually. Even the captain loves it. He's got a case of tennis balls.
Oh, is that like tennis elbow?
He hits them over a net on the top deck.
Oh, well, that's asking for trouble. He's brought it on himself.
Oh, dear, I have drunk too much. I feel a little strange. I'd best go up on deck and clear my head. I'm on call.
Look at the moon. It's not like that at home.
It's the same moon, eh?
It's bigger.
Well, we're nearer here, higher up.
I left my camera in the cabin. What a pity. I'd have liked one of me in front of the moon.
I'll go and get it.
Oh, would you, Nick?
Yes, I will. Sit here, May.
Oh!
In the deck chair, not on the deck. You'll get splinters. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Seems like those gins did the trick. Man can't hold his liquor. Feeling sick? What? Oh, you. No, well, a little. Have this. Oh, what is it? My boiled egg. I always carry a spare on my rounds. As a haberdasher? Oh, I must keep one's strength up. Ties won't tie themselves. Yeah. Oh. Over the side. Yes. Oh, bit more. Oh, careful, bit more. Ah! Oh dear, man overboard. I must remember to tell someone after I get May's camera for her and she takes a few pictures and we go and get changed for dinner. Maybe tomorrow I'll get to have a word with the captain and suggest that should he, by any remote chance, find himself short of a doctor, I am most definitely available. Right. Early morning. Time for action. The captain will be short of a tennis partner. Must look the part, though. Aha! Terrible tragedy. Yes, Captain. Swept out to sea. The steward says he'd been drinking. Outrageous! He should have been up early to play tennis with me. Some of the passengers are rather worried. Well, that's nice of them, but the purser has a passable backhand at a pinch. I think they're more concerned about the absence of a doctor, sir. Typical. What the? Who's that man in those extremely tight shorts? Good morning.
I'm afraid the captain's rather busy just now, sir.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of imposing. I'm popping out for a quick one.
What?
Knock a few balls about on the court. Nothing like a good round of tennis.
You're a tennis player?
Why, yes. Isn't everybody? Clark's the name. Dr. Clark.
You're a doctor?
Yes.
And a tennis player?
Non-stop.
Splendid. You sound just the man I need. I've got to delay my usual match to file this damn report on our missing doctor. But if you're free, we could meet on court at 8:30 for a game and a chat.
Splendid! Ah, that'll help with the overarm.
Nick, you're wearing my shorts.
You said how important it was to look the part.
There's a tear.
I had to move quickly. Oh, anyway, the important thing is they are going to ask me to stand in as ship's doctor.
No, Nick.
It's an emergency.
This is supposed to be our honeymoon cruise.
Duty calls.
When we got married, you said we'd have our honeymoon when you had time. Well, now you do have time. I don't want you working as a doctor ever again.
Not work as a doctor? You're not the British Medical Board, May. If they can't stop me, no one can.
But they have, haven't they? I found this under your socks.
Is nothing private?
An investigation. I expect it's the stress that gave you that rash.
It's poppycock.
Well, whatever it was, you were bright red.
These hands are made to heal, May. You can't stand in their way.
It's not me. It's the British Medical Association that has banned you from practising on British soil. You should have told me.
I didn't want to worry you. How many times have they dragged up these little mistakes over the years? They have to make a fuss, but we all know it's part and parcel of being a doctor.
Well, get out while you're still at the top of your game.
They need me here.
They'll have to manage.
What if the captain got ill? Who'd steer the ship?
You're banned.
On British soil, May. We aren't on British soil. Now, I'm due on court.
But
I'll make it up to you. Our second honeymoon? Well, I'll have you on the captain's table tonight, May. You see if I don't. Now listen carefully, little lady. When I let you out of this lifeboat, you must be very quiet, as there are a lot of damned passengers about with big ears.
Yes, Dr. Clark.
There.
Can I go home now?
Certainly not. You wanted to run away and see the world, didn't you?
No.
There you are, then. Besides, when we get to the next port, you can be arrested and sent home on the next steamer.
Oh, yes, please.
Now, this is what I need you to do. Hide behind that funnel and watch the tennis court.
Tennis?
Yes, not our usual hunting ground, but we must work with what we've been given. When you see me come out, I shall bounce my ball a few times with my club, or bat, or whatever it is. Then I shall shout 4. As soon as I do, you must run onto the court and be violently sick.
I do feel sick.
Excellent. Keep it in until you see my signal. And don't be late. I'm relying on you to prevent me playing tennis and revealing myself.
There you are, Clark. Ready?
I should say so.
I'll serve.
Oh, how civilized. I'll have a dry martini, but no cherry on top. I don't drink that sort of muck.
What are you babbling about? Drinks after the game.
Oh, yes. Ah, of course. Good grief, he's going to start first.
Ah, come on.
Ah, he didn't even shout 4. Ah, he's done it again.
You have played before, haven't you?
Of course. My turn.
It's 30 love.
Oh, is it? Dear? Oh! Not again. To hell with it. 4!
What the?
Oh dear, a small boy in trouble.
Where?
Good question. 4!
Look, Clark, I'm beginning to think you're a fraud. Sorry, I was being sick. Sick?
Sick? Oh dear me. Are you going to be sick again?
I think I'm all right. Oh, yes, I am.
Splendid. I'm a doctor. Leave it to me. Help me tip him upside down.
Upside down?
Of course. We need to stop him choking on his own vomit.
What was that?
Oh, they keep doing that. Must take them back. That's better, isn't it? This is the clearest case of mad parrot disease I've ever seen. You been near a parrot, boy? Parrot? He's repeating me, you see. Sure thing. He must go into quarantine immediately.
Quarantine?
Good grief, you've got it too.
I can't put the whole ship into quarantine. It'll be a disaster.
Once I report this...
Report it?
Well, I suppose we could put Eddie, the unknown boy, off at the next port and have him deported home.
Yes, please.
No questions asked, eh? That's the beauty of being at sea.
Yes, that would be better. But if there's another outbreak...
Oh, don't worry, I shall keep an eye on things. What if I explain more over dinner? Look less suspicious to chat over a meal? Don't want passengers panicking.
No. I suppose you'd better come to my table.
Ah, my wife will be delighted.
Wife? Oh, yes, very well. You've ripped my new shorts again.
Shoddy quality, May. Spotted it at once.
Never mind that now. Best bib and tucker. We're dining with the captain tonight. Oh, I must get my hair done.
Yes, it's a mess. Take your lead from me. We need to impress him with my medical skills, but not alarm him.
Shall I choke on my wine?
Not this time. They might take it as a criticism of the vintage. Put too much pepper in your soup and have a sneezing attack.
Ah, good evening. You must be Mrs. Clark.
No? Oh, her. Yes, that's the little lady. Say hello, May.
Good evening, Captain. I hear you're quite the tennis player.
Indeed, best game in the world. Are you a player, Mrs. Clark?
May, please. Well, I used to be. I still enjoy Wimbledon.
Really?
I had a box there once. Marvellous.
Yes, a wonderful place for boxes, Wimbledon, that's what I always say. The captain doesn't want to hear about your shopping habits, May. We're here to talk medicine.
There's plenty of time for that. You should have a knock around with me, Mrs. May. One never loses it. We'll have you back smashing an ace in no time.
Isn't it time for the soup?
Anders?
Yes, of course, sir. Soup now, please.
I hope you enjoy spicy things. It's called Tom Yum, a Thai concoction. We like to represent world flavours on ship.
Lovely. Foreign soup, eh? That's what I call a holiday.
I'll just add a little pepper. I wouldn't, madam. It's very hot already.
Nonsense. My wife enjoys her pepper.
I do. I enjoy my pepper. Well, you'd best have a glass of water handy.
Are you a doctor?
No.
Then keep your water to yourself. More pepper, May. Must look convincing.
Everything all right?
Splendid.
Lovely.
Oh, dear.
She added pepper, sir. What? Why didn't you stop her?
Don't worry, I'm a doctor. Get her some water, man, for heaven's sake. Good grief, it's lucky I'm here. You're overdoing it, May.
I'm choking.
She needs a slap on the back and some good sea air. Can we open a porthole?
More water, Anders.
I'm the doctor. Civilians always panic. Hurry up, May. My soup's getting cold. Out of the way. Let me through. I'm a doctor. What? I'm a doctor. She doesn't need another one. What are you doing letting random doctors on your ship?
He's our doctor. I was going to tell you. He was fished aboard an hour ago.
We must loosen your clothing.
I know that voice.
It can't be. What? May Fenwick? Who?
Tommy Dauncey. After all these years.
I've never been so humiliated. We shall leave at the next port.
Another drink, sir?
Yes, please. My own wife, hobnobbing for a ship's doctor, lowest of the low. Only practice at sea to avoid the proper, correct forms and rules of that fine organisation, the British Medical Board.
I'm sure you're right, sir.
She's up there now, playing tennis with him. He ought to be careful. The last time he played tennis with her... Yes, the last time he played tennis with her... Well done.
Oh, can you still jump over the net?
Let's see. No.
Never mind. It's so nice to play tennis again.
And so nice to play with you. We must do it again.
I'm not sure Nick would approve.
Why did you marry that duffer?
Nick's not a duffer. He's a great doctor. You only have to ask him.
If I hadn't received an urgent telegram telling me my mother was ill and I must go to the remote town of Fritzelboot in Switzerland immediately, and had seen you again, how different things might have been.
It's fate.
It wasn't until I got there that I remembered Mother lives in Buxton and has never been abroad in her life.
Nick and I are meant to be. He turned up by pure coincidence instead.
And you played tennis?
No. He took me to watch him play golf and perform minor surgery on a man's nose, as it turned out.
Is it too late?
Oh, far too late. You must forget me, Tommy.
Yes. Actually, I meant to say, it's Timmy.
Is it?
Yes.
Did you change it because of me?
No, it always was. Telegram for Dr. Dauncey. Telegram for Dr. Dauncey. Yeah. Oh, no.
What is it?
My mother's had a relapse. They don't think she'll make it. I must go to Kuala Lumpur immediately, to a remote village called Flitterwick.
Flitterwick?
Yes. Odd name for Kuala Lumpian village. But I must rush. We're nearly at the next port. The captain can organise a motorboat to take me ahead. I'm sorry. It's Mother.
I understand, Timmy. It's fate. That was very naughty of you, Nick.
All's fair in love and war, May.
At least you remembered my name was Flitterwick, not Featherwick.
Of course. Little May Flitterwick. Prettiest damn girl in the world.
Oh, Nick. Let's go back home. We'll face that British Medical Board together. We've done it before, we'll do it again.
That's the spirit, May. I can always rely on you. Welcome to Kuala Lumpur. Where to now? The remote village of... Hang on. Mother died 20 years ago. In Buxton. This is getting beyond a joke.
I now pronounce you man and wife.
Thank you, Captain. It may not have been a honeymoon, May, but a second wedding at sea is not so bad, eh?
Oh, it's perfect, Nick.
And of course, a wife can't testify against her husband.
If we weren't married already, I'd think that's why you arranged it all.
Ha, ha, ha! Nonsense!
Oh, I know the real reason.
You do?
You're an old romantic at heart. Shall we stay aboard and have that second honeymoon after all?
Good Lord, no. No time for honeymoons. I've got to get back and lodge my objection with the British Medical Board. Better get that marriage certificate.
You may kiss the bride.
Oh, I needn't go as far as that.
There!
Oh. Come along, May. I shall defend myself at the tribunal. I may need you as a witness, May.
Yes, dear.
To my medical prowess.
Oh, yes, medical prowess. Shall I take a flask of soup to the tribunal? A nice plain tomato.
No, you better not. The place will be full of doctors who think they know what they're doing. You know the type. We'll have to organise a real attack of something. But don't worry, I won't let them get their fingers all over you, probing this way and that.
Oh, no.
The only fingers probing you will be mine.
Oh, what a relief.
Maybe I'll do one of my tracheotomies. They always make for a good show. All that blood. Other doctors don't manage half as much, you know. Oh, they won't keep me down, May. I'll perform open heart surgery there in the court if I have to. That'll show 'em. 7% success rate indeed. 7.2.
They're forgetting that man who jumped off the table.
They are.
He never complained again, did he? Bad heart indeed. Not running that fast he hadn't. That's a success in anyone's book.
I'm feeling more optimistic already. However much they say there's nothing wrong with them, somewhere, no matter how long it takes, I always find there's a patient in need of a doctor. You have been listening to Dr. Clark's Country Diary of a Country Doctor, featuring Michael Kleptopico as Dr. Clark and Nellie Aberdeen as Mrs. Clark, with Johnson Timepiece, Hamish Mottle, Nigel Brick, Reddish Snapdash and Noggins Grimley. The programme was designed in association with Seth Haverstock and produced by Ricky Larford. It was a British radio programme for 1951.